What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Oddly Reacts. Today we are reacting to the new Marvel Midnight Suns gameplay. Now, if you haven't heard about this game, it was just revealed this past week at Gamescom, and it is a new take on the Marvel video game franchise. So, as you know, we've had Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which is an awesome game on the Nintendo Switch, and then we had the Avengers game on the PlayStation and Xbox consoles, which was kind of lackluster, if we're going to be honest. When it first released, it didn't really have too much content. Yes, the story was awesome. I really enjoyed the story, but after you beat it, all the promises that they had about all these game-ending story things that you could do just wasn't really there. Now, mind you, over the past year or so, they've been updating the game with new free DLC with the addition of 3 new characters, with the latest being Black Panther with the War of Wakanda, and it's made the game a little bit more lively. But Marvel Midnight Suns is going to be a different take on the Marvel video game franchise. It's a turn-based RPG that's made by the XCOM developers. And if you don't know anything about these guys, they make some awesome turn-based video games. And XCOM is a really good game that takes a lot of RPG elements and infuses it really tightly into the turn-based design. And a lot of the things that you do in each match sort of carries on. So if your characters are building relationships with each other, those 2 characters may work well together when you bring them onto a mission. So it kind of changes depending on your play style and depending on who you take into a mission, kind of determines what possibilities you have later on in the game. When it was first released, I wanted to see gameplay. It was just like a really cool trailer, which I wasn't really sure what it was at first. I thought it was like, is this a new Marvel Ultimate Alliance game, or is this going to be like a new mobile game? Because they have a lot of those. But this one is a brand new, honest to goodness console game, and I'm really excited to see it. It looks like it's about to start now, so I'm going to switch it over to the new Marvel Midnight Sun gameplay reveal. Let's check it out.
How long was I in that crypt?
2K. Let's see what you got.
Centuries? And what of Lilith? Fallen by your hand. Until now. You were missed.
Whatever caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
The character designs aren't bad. We got Blade? You're bringing everybody in here. I don't know who she is, though.
Of course. Caretaker has reformed the Midnight Suns.
Wolverine. It's gonna be so cool to see these characters interact with each other for the first time in like a modern MCU game. Not an MCU game, but just modern Marvel game.
Let's go.
A lot of it's gonna be text-based communication. Ooh. This looks cool. Doctor Strange with the buffs and debuffs. Nice, nice. It looks kind of like a really updated version of Final Fantasy VII, like the way that fighting style was, and the way these guys are kind of standing, at least so far. Not the Final Fantasy VII remake, a modern version of the old Final Fantasy VII, I should say. Oh, we got some buffering issues. Okay, okay. Nice.
game's greatest strategy and tactics experts
All right.
have teamed up with the world's greatest storytellers to create a new AAA experience unlike anything before it. Welcome to
Marvel Midnight
Suns.
Suns. Let's see what this is
The
about.
tactical RPG from Firaxis is set in the darker side of the Marvel Universe, packed with a deeply customizable tactical battle system that rewards clever thinking with superhero flair. An epic, supernatural story that brings you face to face against the demonic forces of the underworld. A deep
I dig it.
role-playing
I dig it.
experience
That's where
you
Lilith
get to
comes
live
from.
among Marvel legends and the first customizable original hero from the Marvel Universe.
Nice. You can make my own character.
Rise up, the Midnight Suns, and face
Can't
off
wait.
against an ancient prophecy foretelling the end of the world.
Explore the darkest side of Marvel.
Lilith, mother of demons, has been revived by Hydra through a twist
Of course it's Hydra. Why are they always doing these things? And then it always backfires in their faces.
Lilith will stop at nothing to fulfill the prophecy of the Midnight Sun and bring back her evil master, Chthon. Alongside her is her army of Lilith, demonic forces who carry out her twisted will with fanatical devotion. Pushed to the brink by her return, the Avengers desperately revive a dark power of their own, the Hunter, a legendary hero, forsaken child of Lilith, and the only one known
nice.
to have beaten Lilith before. In Marvel's Midnight Suns, the player takes on the role of this new hero, who until recently lay peacefully in a centuries-long sleep, tucked away in a quiet crypt on the grounds of the Abbey, the secret headquarters of an organization known only as the Midnight Suns. For the first time in any Marvel game, the Hunter is a customizable original superhero, allowing you to live out your very own.
Looks like there's a lot of options here too.
But you won't be alone. Marvel's Midnight Suns features a legendary collection of heroes that span across the Marvel Universe, including the Avengers, X-Men, Runaways, and more. You'll see these heroes in a new light as you
Man,
develop
there's so many
relationships and
characters in
strengthen
this
your
game.
Personal bonds outside the field of battle. Every hero has a completely unique set of abilities, ranging from damage-dealing attacks to life-saving skills to epic game-changing finishers.
Nice.
To unlock. Skills
Got
that
some new
are
costumes,
and heroic
skills.
team-ups that unleash devastating combo moves.
Oh, I can't wait to experiment with these combos.
Your superhero squad picked, it's time to start fighting back the forces of Lilith. Combat in Marvel's Midnight Suns is a cinematic tactical affair that rewards clever thinking with superhero flair. The player controls a squad of 3 heroes and is dealt a random selection of hero abilities, like a hand of cards. These abilities offer a vast array of tactical choices
I like
that
it.
expand exponentially when combined with the battlefield itself. Shove, leap, and smash your way to victory using the environment to wreak havoc on your enemies. Send the bad guys face first into a wall, into each other, or just right over the edge. Victory requires
Nice.
a balance of smart tactical thinking and being able to read and react off the battlefield, as well as cultivating your friendships outside of combat and finding the right combinations of heroes and abilities. Battles rage across iconic Marvel locations like Avengers Tower to Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum, from New York City rooftops to underground Hydra installations, from sun-bleached deserts to a hellscape dimension far beyond our own. When the fighting is
Live
done,
among the
heroes
legends.
return to the Abbey, a living hub that the player navigates in real time, experiencing for the first time in any Marvel game what it's like to not just fight alongside beloved Marvel heroes, but to live alongside them as well. The Abbey offers hours of rewarding exploration.
I'm really curious about that aspect of the
player to
game.
enjoy. There's even a few lovable, if unique, pets. Get to know your
I'm
favorite
definitely
Marvel
gonna get me a
heroes,
demon dog.
conversation, and shared time together through daily activities.
Ghost Rider!
Stroll with Tony
I've been
Stark
wanting to
in the
see
Abbey
him in more
grounds,
things too.
or practice meditative yoga with magic. choice is yours, but choose wisely, because every hero has their own preferences. Developing deep friendships can unlock powerful rewards in combat and in the Abbey. Use the
Nice.
spoils of battle to earn new abilities for your heroes down in the Forge. Upgrade current hero abilities out in the yard under Blade's watchful eye. Find
Cool,
new
cool.
hero optional missions in the War Room with Captain Marvel, and much, much more. When ready, it's time to choose a new mission. Choose your squad of heroes and return to battle. The enemy may grow more powerful with every fight, but the hunter and the heroes will rise in power to meet them, because that's what true heroes do.
Man, I love watching all these heroes fighting together in this game. This is gonna be cool. Can't wait. March 22nd, I think I saw.
Nice job out there, kid. I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
So after seeing what more of this game is about, I'm still excited, but it does kind of look a little bit mobile gamey to me. I'm interested to see what it's going to look like as it gets further into development. I'm really curious about this card system. Like, how easy is it going to get the cards? I'm really hoping that there's no microtransactions for getting new abilities and things through that card system, because with the way games are going, microtransactions may become a thing in this one, so I'm kind of scared about that, but I'm looking forward to see how this card system kind of works into the overall gameplay. I'm hoping it's something similar to what they did for Star Wars Battlefront, where it's kind of easy to take on and earn the cards, but you can go in with different skills. So there's probably a set amount of cards that you can use per mission that you go on, and then you're kind of restricted to those skills. I'm hoping it's more like that and not something where it's like a buy to win type of deal. But I'm sure there may be those options available. As far as the story goes, I really like what they're doing with this story. It looks interesting to me. I'm always a big fan of demons taking over the world type of storyline, so I'm really curious to see how this is going to mesh well with the Marvel dynamic. I know that this was based on the comic in the, I think, early to mid 90s, but never read it, so I don't really have any sort of take on how it's going to translate from the comic into the overall game. But so far, it looks good. The XCOM developers, they make really great games, and I have high hopes for them. It's going to be curious to see this new Marvel game take hold in the realm where a lot of Marvel games are like action-adventure games. This one seems to slow things down a bit and focuses it in on that turn-based style. As far as turn-based RPGs go, they're always hit or miss for me. Like, sometimes I love them, sometimes I get bored of them. So a lot of the time it really just falls on the story, and so far the story looks good. I am hoping again that it's going to sort of improve that look, because it does look kind of mobile gaming to me, and I hope it kind of just like turns into more of that AAA game feel that I've come to be used to from these developers, and I'm excited. Overall, I'm excited. I love Marvel, and more Marvel things is always fun to me. And let me know what you guys think about the game in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what the verdict is on this one. Do you guys love it? Do you guys hate it? Are you still like teetering in the middle ground, trying to see more about the game to see what is actually going to be coming up? Let me know. And that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button before you go. I hope to see your pretty faces later, and have a good day. Peace to the OUT.